Good evening, traders. I hope you are having a good day, and as usual, it's always a good day to trade. So, without further ado, let's begin. Well, for starting, we have taken a trade in crude oil, and it didn't go according to our plan. So, watch this video, enjoy it, and definitely observe the candlestick more carefully. Well, if you're watching this video till now, don't forget to smash that like button and comment down below if you have taken any trade in crude oil or any other commodity and what was the idea behind it. Well, brothers, as you have seen the clip, we lost around 12 points while trading crude oil. Let me explain you why I entered here and what I was thinking at that particular point. But for the beginning, we entered in crude oil because of US oil. So let me first remove this thing, and you could see this candle somewhere around this area. I entered when this hammer type candle was formed. The reason was simple, quite simple. This black line was the previous day high, which was broken. It was retested and it was sustained with a bullish, somewhat bullish candle, and its high was broken. And by that time, this candle, green candle, was forming. So that was the basic logic to because the high of this area was broken. Second was you could see on US oil as well as crude oil, it on yesterday it somewhat faced a bit of consolidating range and it was trading around in that range only. And today that range was broken and it started moving higher and higher very easily. So based on that thing, I expected the market would reach till at least this green line, that is weekly resistance area, as it has already broken the first R weekly R1. It might touch the weekly R2, and on that logic, I entered in this case at this particular level, and I knew it would face a bit consolidation as this range was not yet broken. I entered a bit earlier, and the range was broken with quite a volume, as you could see it on downside also. Volumes were there, but unfortunately there was still a long and sharp selling pressure because of US oil. Let me show you. First, if you zoom out a bit on US oil, you could see on higher time frame. Let's see 4 hour and close this thing. Yes, this area. So as you could clearly see, this entire zone was a resistance zone, support zone for the US oil, from which it has multiple time taken support on 4 hour time frame also. And you could see it has been tested quite a lot and was traded really well, because as soon as the market used to touch this area, you could see the momentum really high and well. Same with this case. Same if the support zone was lost, there was a downside huge momentum. If it was gain again, there was upside momentum. Same thing was should be applied at this particular point. Unfortunately, I didn't analyze this thing till the very end when I saw it moving down again. So this was the main logic why it started to fail, and I was hoping, which was extremely wrong. I should have traded based on what I see rather than hoping itself. I was hoping that market could move down from here, as it has multiple time had to move upside. So this was the first case. This was the second time it tried to move upside. This was the third time, and this was the fourth time it tested this zone, and tried to break this thing but failed every single time. So I was hoping that it has already been trying to reach that level. There's high chance that it might break in this case because it did face a consolidation previous day. You could see on previous day in crude oil also. It was still in a bit range from this R3 to R1, and there was high chance that it might break this thing. So that was the main logic, and it did happen. It did break up, and it started falling. I was going to close this trade a second at 10 points only when I saw this candle to forming a sudden huge bullish candle. I do not expected that kind of move, so I again waited rather than trailing my SL at this particular level and closing this thing. I waited because I saw a huge bullish candle form out of nowhere. So it was a really good hope, but the fall of candle only took that hope, and we lost roughly around 12 points. And after that, I didn't take any further trades because I knew it's still in a quite a bit range, and a really good chance, if you could see on 4 hour time frame, it might come down and retest this particular area from which it might confirm that it has taken a support, and then there is a really high chance that it might break through this thing. So this is some area that it should retest, or it should at least get consolidation or go sideways in this range for a couple of days or at least 1 week, and then it could give us a movement that would be really good, because then we would have a really good strong consolidation and a huge momentum which could at least last till at least this level as 74 $18 18 cents, and we could get a huge momentum on crude oil also, vice versa. So that was the basic logic and the reason for the trade. I hope you will enjoy, and if you have taken this trade, definitely comment down below, because I would definitely want to see if you were profitable or not.